Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Andrew from Budapest Ballistics, and we are currently in the heart of Budapest at the B Pro shooting range again. Whether you're visiting from abroad or you're local, I definitely recommend you check it out. It's a pretty great facility. So today we're not going to be focused on any specific equipment or firearm. We'll be focused on training and having a range day with a very special guest. We've been working together on a movie, which we cannot talk about yet too much. But I thought I'd grab the probably once in a lifetime opportunity to learn from a very skillful and experienced individual. Russ, could you give us a bit of an introduction to yourself and your career?
Yes, I spent 20 years in the United States Marine Corps, mostly in special operations related units. I'm also a qualified Green Beret. I've worked as a contractor in Iraq and Afghanistan for about 10 years. I've trained personal protective details in the United Arab Emirates. All these positions revolved around shooting. So I've learned a lot. I love to teach people how to better protect themselves using their firearms. And so hopefully we can pass on some of that knowledge today, and we'll have a good time.
Awesome, sounds great. Could you give us a bit of a background in your film career?
I started doing film about 20 years ago. Started small, doing just 2 or 3 days on films as an armorer. Eventually that progressed into doing feature films full time. And that's pretty much what I do. I get maybe 2 or 3 films a year, and I enjoy doing it. I love travel and get to meet great people like yourself.
Awesome, thank you. Could you mention a couple of films you worked in? Last couple of years?
I did a lot of work. I did Extraction 1 and Extraction 2. Worked on Sicario 2, The Gray Man. That's probably the biggest gun movies we've done so far. A lot of smaller movies with guns, but those are the ones that have the most action.
Great stuff. All right. Just to provide a bit of extra context to myself, I never actually received any formal military or law enforcement training. I'm 100% civilian, so given that it's pretty difficult in Hungary, there isn't much of a gun culture to begin with, but it's pretty difficult to pick up this type of knowledge of practical firearm use. I do work with firearms, but I'm passionate about learning to use them as professionally as possible. So that's why we're here today. And I also wanted to mention certain methods are nitpicked on all the time, and they take it to pieces, and everyone has their own opinion on how to do things. The aim is not to provide any kind of universal blueprint. It's just to experience shooting the way Russ learned, and more importantly, how he taught it throughout his military career. So yeah, what are the drills we're doing today?
Well, we're going to start off with an evaluation drill. So a lot of times, if you work as a contractor or work in a training environment, you want to establish a baseline to where all your students are. So we'll run an evaluation drill to show where their combat pistol marksmanship lies. So we'll run a three target drill, be for time with a baseline of 7 seconds, and there'll be some issues to overcome during that drill, and we just evaluate how they do that, and so we know where we need to start at a base level with the class.
All right, cool. Thanks again for doing this.
No problem. What we're going to do now, this is our basic evaluation drill. I will hand you 2 magazines. You'll engage each target with 2 consecutive rounds.
Okay.
2 rounds, 2 rounds, 2 rounds. If at any time you have a malfunction or a failure to fire, clear it and complete. If we're ready, then we'll go ahead. I will hand you 2 magazines. Magazine 1. Magazine 2.
All right.
Shooter ready?
Ready?
Stand by. Ready. Shoot.
That's 5 rounds.
You got another magazine?
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh, you're dying right now. All right, go ahead, make it clear.
we could probably try that again.
Yeah. Shooter ready?
Yep.
Stand by. Ready. Shoot. Up and safe. All right, cool. Very good.
That was a bit better.
You know there's a dummy round in there.
Yeah. There's a fact, but I never know when it's coming.
Yeah, that's right. And you gotta be on the ball. Shot placement's good. Those are all dead. Those are in all
The
the
right
kills,
one was a
though.
little bit off, but yeah.
I mean, the thing about the human body is everybody's so bent on getting a nice tight group, which is great shooting paper. When you shoot a human being, or an animal for that matter, if you shoot them here, anywhere, second round goes here, the body's fighting one fight.
Right.
It's everything goes there. So if your shots are placed a little wider apart, you shoot here, you shoot here. Yeah, both of them might not be killing shots in the sense that they're right in the heart or wherever, but now their body is fighting in two different directions. Their adrenaline's running in two different directions. He's gonna fade a lot faster than if you shot him in two
All right,
rounds.
never knew that.
Shoot only as fast as you can effectively hit the target. Speed will come, but slow is smooth, smooth is fast. We've all heard that.
Yep.
So right after your magazine change, that's when you're starting to throw rounds. Your first rounds, this target, they're all great. So you just got to make sure everything is the same and consistent with your loading, with your immediate action. All that should be all the exact same movements. So we're consistent. All right, that's good. Let's try to get another shooter up here.
Stand by. You ready?
Flashback, we got man, moving crack like in and out dolo with a new man to the boys, but only when he catch that. Man, I don't act like head so could be anywhere, doing all right to the game on the head is so mad.
Get your flashlight picture. I mean, it's cold out here, all that. I can make all excuses I want, but it's still good shots. You still would probably put a person down with that. Again, good shots. They're not side by side, but they don't have to be. And here we go. That second magazine change got you shaking at that point, right? Always remember, everybody always forgets to breathe. You gotta breathe. It's like if you're driving a car super fast, anything, racing a car, anything like that, breathing. You gotta continue to breathe, remember to breathe. You get under stress and you start holding your breath. And that causes you to shake and it just leads to more problems. So just remember to breathe, keep going, and we'll try it again.
Calling me Dada, she wanna slurp it like pasta. She know I'm a star like she working for NASA. Come to my casa, I'm one hot dog, shorty be mustard, busted. Average girls, you know I don't need them. Bad bitches slide in my DM. We gon' party, girl, AM to PM. Haters get bitter, I'm glad I ain't them.
By the way, thank you very much for the ammo sponsor of the video. Obviously a lot of the expenses coming in making these is coming from the ammo cost. We were sponsored by FHD Gun Store based in Budapest, so thank you very much to you guys. It's definitely very helpful.
All right, shooter, go ahead and make your weapon hot.
It is what it is, it's not what it was. Got nothing but love cause I'm cheap with the trust. Keep everything on the hush. Big moves.
Stand by. Shooter ready. Stand by. Ready. Shoot.
In the place with the pretty face, see the beady waist and the fat cake. Let me get a taste. Tell me to get the bodies out the case. Shorty got a body like she caught a case. Out of this world, give us some space. Boss, but I'll let you
6.3 seconds.
get in, you look like a sad.
A lot better, a lot smoother on the gun. We'll go check the shot placement's not bad.
I've got a question actually. Like in this kind of scenario, would you say tap in before racking is important, or just the side rack? Because you know, doing the tap rack, and I was just doing a rack.
I always do a tap rack because a lot of times you'll see people that they don't completely seat the magazine, and that's where their malfunction comes from.
Yeah. I've had that before. Yeah.
Running like Usain Bolt, swimming if I can't float. With it, take the paper, rip it clean slate. Here we go, dropping.
Okay, what we're gonna do now is a multiple target engagement.
Till we bubble up, undercover.
Big thing in the gunfight, number one, it usually takes place within 10 yards. So you got a close distance in there. And if you have, of course, more than one adversary, you got to decide which guy to shoot first. What we do is we look at two things. We look at the distance that the adversary's at, and we look at their weapon system. What do they carry? Do they have a knife, gun, hand grenade, atomic bomb, whatever it is? We got to go ahead and decide which one is the biggest threat to me at that time. So, but generally, it doesn't necessarily mean the guy with the least lethal weapon system is the least threat.
Right.
More law enforcement have been killed by people with a gun. I mean, by people with a knife instead of a firearm, because within 10 feet, we talk about maybe 2 meters, 3 meters.
Right. Thanks for the help.
A person with that gun, with that knife, can come at you if you're not prepared for it, and you won't have time to react. So at that, we got to make sure that we understand that dynamic and look at that when we go to engage our targets. So the way we're going to start engaging target is we're going to shoot. We're going to always do pairs to the body. For this drill, what we're going to do, we call it a box drill. So you do a pair to the body, head, head. Now generally a failure drill is 2 to the body, 1 to the head. It's very difficult to shoot somebody in the head while they're moving. Okay, it's really hard to do. I don't necessarily teach failure drills for this, but sometimes headshot's the only thing you got, and sometimes that's what you need to stop them. You got to be able to take that shot.
Got it.
So it's an important skill to be able to have that, but it's really hard to do that in reality. Okay, go ahead, make your weapon hot. Shooter ready?
Yes, sir.
Stand by. Ready?
Yep.
Shoot.
Well, not very satisfied with the accuracy at this range, but trying to be fast, obviously.
Well, the thing about it is, you're shooting too fast. That's the problem. You're not getting that good. You got a red dot on there. You should be nailing it. So just make sure. I would check that I would recheck the alignment of your scope.
Yep.
I mean, of your red dot. Make sure it hasn't come out of alignment or out of adjustment. And I would just slow down and watch what you're doing here. I mean, that's not a headshot. Don't count. This is 2 to the body. That's a torso shot, so those are fine. I'd probably count this as a headshot. Not quite the medulla oblongata we're looking for here.
Yep.
Shooter ready?
Yep.
Stand by. Ready. Shoot. Great shot. Good hit. Great shots, good hit. So we see, slowing down just a little bit. We got where we needed to be. It's just repetition. You just gotta know where that red dot is when you pull the trigger. Go. Stand by. Ready. Shoot.
Damn. Putting a beating on me.
All right, great. Iron sights too. Great shots. There ain't a whole lot you can say about that. That's exactly where you want them to be. We're a little close range, but again, gunfights, they take place within close range. And you saw how fast that was. Seemed like you were shooting slow though, right? That was pretty quick. It wasn't too
was
bad.
quick, yeah.
And again, with more repetitions, it's gonna happen, it's gonna come out there. All right, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna take my little cartoons, we'll put them on there. You're gonna make ready, holster, face about, hands up in the air like this. And then on shoot, you'll pivot. And the way I like to show a pivot is just point your toe whichever direction you're going, come around, and then engage whichever one's the biggest threat.
Right.
Okay? What's this?
It's a knife.
That's a knife. What's a knife? What's this crude thing?
A gat.
That's a gat. That's right. It's a 20mm pistol. What's this?
Looks like a phone.
Like a cell phone, something. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't really possess a threat, right? All right, so here's the drill.
And they can throw it really fast.
I'm gonna put these on here. Again, you're gonna face away.
Yep.
Once you've made ready, on shoot, you go ahead and pivot. Engage your targets. That's the biggest threat. All right, we're gonna go ahead, for this range, we're going ahead and shoot a failure drill. 2 to the body, 1 to the head, in that order.
Right?
You got it?
Yep.
Okay, turn around. Go ahead and make ready. All right, face about. Okay, that pistol will not come out of your holster until you're completely pivoted.
Okay.
Okay? You can put your hand on it to start your draw, but do not clear the holster.
Got it.
Shooter ready.
Yep.
Stand by. Ready. Shoot.
Well.
Okay. That one wasn't one of our targets, but that's cool.
That was
works.
a civilian.
I don't want to shoot sideways. All right, but yeah. Hey, this was your immediate threat. It was the closest one to you. Now, a lot of people, again, I mean, everybody's got their own opinions and on tactics and everything. It's kind of like religion and politics. Nobody can ever agree on the same thing.
Yeah.
But for me, this would have been the greatest threat. You engage this target, pistol, longer range.
Messed up though, because I got a civilian first and then the gun last time, so.
Well, yeah, you shoot
That's a fail
in our
in my
person,
book.
but yeah. All right, ready, shoot. You're good. That was a little low on here, but still got a failure drill off. And we got 2 rounds right here.
1 in the head.
Oh yeah, the one right there. Okay, good. Ready?
Yep.
Shoot.
Should have been first, because it was pretty much the same distance.
Well,
But I engaged this one first.
I think you're smart to engage the guy with the pistol first, to be honest with you. They're at the same distance.
Yeah.
He's got a pistol. I would go ahead and would have engaged him first, and how close they were together would have been easier to transition.
Yep.
Now, one of the things about multiple target engagements, and with 2 targets, it's pretty easy to do is run through the failure drills. But with more than 2 targets, sometimes it takes up too much time. And then that opens you up to more possibilities of being engaged effectively. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to 3 targets. And this time, we're only gonna go shoot pairs because we need to speed up our shots in order to eliminate the threats. Okay, you get multiple target engagement, shooting 2 rounds to the body. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Yes, sir.
Stand by, ready, shoot. You're so quick after that last round. In a combat environment, people are shooting back at you. The first thing you want to do is not do that.
Yep.
You got to scan, make sure you're good. Some people even teach check to the rear. But you want to scan, make sure everything's down. You know you're safe, none of your targets are moving. Come back, take a breath, and holster.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. There was a gunfight back in Florida. I think it was Miami. This was back in the 60s or 70s. FBI got in a gunfight. They have revolvers. So they go to the range every day or every week or whatever, and they're shooting. Dump their rounds, get their reload, pick up their brass. Well, the story goes that they got in this gunfight. The guy reloaded his pistol and got killed policing his brass in a gunfight.
Jeez.
under stress, you do what you've done the most or what you did last. Stand by, ready,
Yep.
shoot.
Yeah.
I think they were all in.
Yeah, they're all in. They're all great shots. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we'll do a little bit of transition drills
The hero was coming, I'm locked in.
with the rifle going to our handgun. So again, same drill applies. You're doing multiple target engagements. You can engage them in any order that you please. Once you have a malfunction or you run out of ammo in your long gun, go ahead, transition to your sidearm, finish the drill, holster, and then get your long gun back in the fight.
Yep.
Okay. 2 rounds per target till you run out, and then transition. So what we're going to do right now, make ready with your pistol first.
Yeah, I'm gonna need rounds in the pistol first.
A few moments later.
All right, you're gonna make ready with your pistol first. And then make ready with your rifle.
Look ready?
Shooter ready?
What's up?
Stand by. Ready? Shoot.
Boys still 100 degrees. I cross eyes and I dotted the T's. E&D till I leave in peace.
The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the heat.
You said an interesting thing about the checking one in the chamber.
Okay, so everybody likes to do a press check. You should be able to do a press check. But a lot of people will put their magazine in, let it go home, try to pull back on the charging handle to check and see if it's chambered around. A lot of times you'll induce a double feed with that. So instead of doing that, when you load your rifle, now this is, in a non-threatening environment, okay? Yep. So you're loading your rifle, you're gonna check the stack on your magazine. The first round in the magazine is gonna be on the left or the right.
It's on the right.
Okay, so we call that high right. Inboard, insert the magazine. Turn it over, let the bolt go home. Okay, turn it back in. Inside, now check your stack. High left. Round didn't come out, so it's gotta be in the chamber. We're loaded, we're ready to go. Now you can let it hang, get ready, or whatever you need to do with it.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, make your pistol hot. Ready, shoot.
Okay, the only thing I didn't do right was what we said. So I kind of intuitively just brought it down like this. I didn't turn it in. And I'm going to try and pay attention
Dry
to that.
practice when you're at home. Make sure your weapon's clear and just dry practice that transition.
Yep.
Okay, and if you're gonna fight in this gear, then you have that gear on when you do it.
Yep.
Stand by, ready, shoot. My brother had an unfortunate experience of being shot at work by a disgruntled employee.
Ooh.
Wasn't quite like this. He did not have a gun to protect himself. The only gun in the room was the guy that had it. Called the guy into the office. They had to fire him for whatever reason. Guy sat down in a chair in front of him. Had his supervisor sitting on the couch on the other side of the room, on the side of the room. The guy, my brother told him, "Hey, you're fired." The guy said, "Well, okay then." Unzips his jacket, pulls out a .357 Magnum, probably a little farther than from me to you. Shoots him. shoots him. I think my brother saw him pull the gun and got up and started to move, to make himself a moving target. The guy, I think one of the rounds, I don't know if it was the first or second, hit him in the arm. And so he's moving around. Another round hits him in the abdomen, that's about here. The guy turns and shoots the guy on the couch, and I'm not exactly sure of the order that all these shots came out. So my brother flipped his desk over to seek cover behind it. Of course, the guy just came around and standing right in front of him, 357 Magnum, boom, shoots him one more time right in the chest. The only way he survived was that last round. The only way they can explain it must have been bad ammunition. Because the round only penetrated just a little bit, not very far at all.
Like a low powder load.
Low powder, old powder, who knows?
Wow.
But that saved his life. Now, had he been armed, that whole situation could have come out a whole lot different. And that's what this drill kind of reminds me of. There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Chances are it's going to be one person.
Yeah.
Or two. But being armed is not a joke. It can save lives. It's just not dangerous. So, dozier drill. And it's basically a hypothetical situation. Now, there was a General Dozier back in, I believe it was the 70s, early 80s, was kidnapped by the Red Brigades. And 5 guys dressed as plumbers got into his office and basically took him hostage. The theory being that had he been armed, he could have taken all of those guys out. They were armed with submachine guns and probably never sustained any injuries. So we came up with this drill. A lot of people shoot it. You can look it up online. It's called the Dozier drill, and it's just different methods, but you start behind the desk. Had he had this hypothetical pistol, you're gonna go ahead and draw it and engage all your targets. And we talked about multi-target engagement. As the more targets you get, the quicker you have to shoot. So we're only gonna shoot 1 round per target and try to get all targets down with 1 shot. Again, you get them all down, do a reload and go up and make sure there are no more threats imminent towards you. All right?
So this is my 45 1911A1. Russ was very familiar with it. It was your service weapon.
That's what I carried the whole time I was in.
And it has 7 rounds. We've got 5 targets, so can't miss too much. Hands down here.
Shooter ready?
Yep.
Stand by. Ready? Shoot. .45 seconds. Take down 5 people. Good shooting.
245?
2.45.
45 for the 45.
So, 2 seconds, 1911, 45 caliber. You winged him, you might have had to come back and shoot him twice.
Yeah.
But everybody else, more than likely, would have been down for those shots. Shoot. .30.
Was with me.
All right, you saw that you had a target out, or you had a shot out, you came back, re-engaged, that's good. So I'll give you guys an even score on that one.
Yeah.
Holla, 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 wait a minute, bitch, I'm back. Got my hands around their neck like I don't know how to act. They can't imitate or replicate what I do, it's a rap.
Ooh, 2 seconds.
That didn't even hit this one at all?
Yeah,
oh,
you hit it right here.
Okay. All right.
Or you went right below.
These 2 were fine, and then it started going a bit.
Yeah, because you start speeding up, and like you say, your brake was a little early on this. Same way with this one, because you're not trying not to stop over the target. That's what all this is.
Yeah.
Because if you'd have stopped on every target, you'd have probably been at 2.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Half a second could not, might not end your life, but it could. This is all technique and learning to do it. What we're gonna do the last drill today is just get into a little bit of shooting on the move. So we're gonna start out with our long gun. We're gonna move towards the target. Towards the end, we'll have to transition to our pistol. while shooting on the move and do an engagement on the target. So we're going to shoot continually on the move till our long gun goes dry. Then we'll transition to our pistol and do a failure drill. Okay. Big thing to remember while you're shooting, while you're moving, is back in the States we had a cartoon called Mr. Magoo. Okay, he was a little dumpy guy and he had a funny walk to him. He walked like that. But that's the kind of walk you got to have to keep yourself from bouncing and so you can
basically rolling on the heels, right?
Rolling on the heels to the ball of the feet. So you're moving like this. And you're picking your feet up a little bit because you don't want to drag them. And then you should be engaging the target right here. Bam, bam, bam.
And you seem to have your feet pretty close to each other, like, is that
right? You need them just no wider than shoulder width apart. Come up is heel toe, heel toe. Now you notice I'm not moving real fast.
Yeah.
If you really got to close the distance, the smart way to do that is run up, engage, bam, bam, up and engage.
Okay.
The bullet will close the distance. So, you know, if you're moving, just move and shoot, bam, 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 bam. But you can only move as fast as you can accurately hit the target. 6 rounds till you're at about 1 meter of the target. At that point, just go ahead and transition and engage with your pistol, a failure drill. 2 to the body, 1 to the head.
Yep. But I'm only engaging 1 target.
1 target. We can shoot 2 people at once. Makes it more interesting. Ready? Yep. Shoot. Remember, shooting on the move. We got good groups here. Looks great. Just again, it takes practice. So remember, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Shoot only as fast as you can effectively hit the target.
Yep.
Okay. You get out of ammo, make sure you transition. So, any questions about shooting on the move? Practice, practice, practice.
Think it's clear?
It's clear. Okay, weapons are clear.
Yep.
Thanks a lot for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. This is awesome.
I'll see you at work on Wednesday.
Yeah.
All right, great.
Cool.
Got no plan to slow on. Okay, mama said I'd make it, then I